The Miami Heat coming off an NBA Finals appearance, but losing 4 games to 1 to the eventual NBA champion Denver Nuggets. The first win in Nugget franchise history. Jokic, a man amongst boys. This guy was drafted 41st. Talk about overachieving. Two-time MVP. He had my vote this past year as well, even though Embiid had a great season leading the league in points. There's no difference between, well, there's a huge difference between Embiid and Jokic in my mind. And there's a reason why Embiid for the last 5 years will not compete and or play, will not choose to be in the lineup when playing in Denver, Mile High City, 1 game a year. 1 game in Philly, Jokic is there. 1 game in Denver, Embiid, no shows. Coincidence? I think not. My name is Scott Pritchard, professional sports bettor, senior handicapper at VegasInsider.com. I do sports betting tips on a day in, day out basis. I've been in Las Vegas since April of 1993, coming from the Chicagoland area. I've been betting sports for the past 45 plus years, 40 plus years professionally. I'm doing a sports betting seminar at Westgate Hotel Casino, Las Vegas from noon to 3, Friday, September 1st. Details to follow. Let's go ahead and talk specifically about why I'm not a big Miami Heat fan this season. I'm a big fan of Pat Riley. I'm a big fan of the head coach Spo. And depending on the day, I respect and like Jimmy Butler. I'm a huge fan of Bam, who brings it each and every day. But here's the problem I have with the Miami Heat. The fact that they thought they could pull a Ty Lue and LA Clippers. They thought they could coast and cruise and chill and relax and take the regular season off. Jimmy Butler didn't play a whole lot. When he did, he didn't play very hard. I watch every game of every team for 6 months. It's what I do. I bet sports professionally, provides a great lifestyle. I travel the world. I enjoy life. This coming from a guy who came from less than nothing, and I've learned everything the hard way. No one has made more mistakes than me when it comes to sports betting. The good news is I learn. Just takes me a while. Life is a great teacher. But the fact is, the Miami Heat, they coasted during the course of the regular season. I've talked about it on this channel before that the basketball gods simply would not allow the Heat to win the title, and understandably so. Imagine the precedent if you just take the regular season off and then you go on to win an NBA championship. You know, I know, everybody knows this is a copycat league, so every team would follow suit. That's why I like to see the LA Clippers, who load up on load management, which is a big crock of crap. It's a bunch of BS. How is that served well for them? And obviously it doesn't work because they continue to get hurt on a year in, year out basis. Load management is a joke. And you can thank my favorite coach and my least favorite coach. It's the same guy, Greg Popovich. Back in 2000, 2001, 2002, well over 20 years ago, he started resting his big three, Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker. And now everyone follows suit. There are so many Greg Popovich disciples coaching in the league. Steve Kerr, another example, so disrespectful to the fans, disrespectful to the league, but Jimmy cracked corn and they don't care. So you should not care. You should never pay money. You should not pay Nordstrom prices for a Kia product. You just shouldn't, because Kawhi Leonard has gone on record as saying regular season, it's just practice. Well, the ticket prices say otherwise. So you are a fool if you are paying top dollar for a regular season basketball game. Imagine you have a couple of kids, and imagine that you are a working stiff, a plumber, as an example, and you work hard for your trade and you work hard for your money, and you save all year long to pay $500 a ticket for you and your two sons to go to the game. You go to Philadelphia to see the 76ers with Embiid and Harden, only to find out they're there, they're healthy, but they played the night before. So they're going to chill, relax, and be in street clothes. You are paying Nordstrom prices for a Target product. That's on you. Okay, this has been going on for years. Steve Kerr, I mean, I love it from a sports betting standpoint because I get the information oftentimes before everyone else, and I know who's in the lineup. I know who isn't in the lineup. Golden State Warriors will rest their top 6 players if they need rest. If, God forbid, they've had to play 2 games in 2 days, 30 plus minutes a game, it's too much. I'm old school. Michael Jordan used to play 40 plus minutes a night and never would get hurt. Same way with Pippen and Rodman and these guys. Different era, different mindset. So you can thank Greg Popovich. As good as he is with X's and O's, he started this nonsense and now it's the norm. So that's why I'm animate on not liking the Miami Heat taking the regular season off. 3 minutes to go in the play-in tournament. They were down 1 point to the Chicago Bulls before ultimately winning the last place seed. Congrats, big whoop-de-doo. You're an 8 seed. That means there are 15 teams better than you out of 30. So you're average on your best day. But the fact is they went on to upset a very badly coached team. Budenholzer exit stage left as he was canned and fired and should have been years ago. Then you knock off the Knicks. Not a big deal there. But winning Game 7 in Boston against the Celtics, I give you credit. That was impressive. But it's also more of a reflection of the lack of leadership and coaching. First-year rookie coach for the Celtics. And lack of leadership. I have to call out Tatum. Great talent. Jaylen Brown, great talent. Smart, one of my favorite players. Horford, these guys just didn't step up, get the job done. That's on them. But that's why I said the Denver Nuggets had a bye in the NBA Finals, because they're playing an overrated, overhyped Miami Heat team. And the Heat they had 7 games that they won after being down double digits in the playoffs. Tough way to make a living. Emotionally, it's draining. You just can't rely on that. You want proven continuity and consistency is what wins. The Denver Nuggets had the second best home record in all of basketball, distinct home court advantage with high altitude thin air, the best starting 5 in basketball. They had continuity and consistency because they've been playing together for quite some time. So this was a slam dunk, easy pick with the Nuggets. That's why I said going in that they had a bye. The only game the Nuggets lost, winning 4-1, they lost an 8-point lead at home in the fourth quarter. Other than that, this was no contest. So the Miami Heat, you got what you deserved. See the cashier.